के प्रभवे गजानन श्री गुरु यतीन्द्र राघवेंद्राय परम पूज्य अवतार अवधूत जगद्गुरु श्री दत्त गणपत सच्चिदानंद श्री रामकृष्ण परमहंस महाराज शारदा माताये रमण महर्षि महाअवतार बाबाजी महाराज लाहिरी महाशय युक्तेश्वर गिरि योगानंद गौरंग निताई चैतन्य महाप्रभु त्रैलिंग महाराज भेट नारायण सदाशिव ब्रह्मेंद्र महाराज नीप करोली बाबा महाराज आदिगुरु शंकराचार्य चंद्रशेखर सरस्वती महाराज तारा माता भेट नारायण अनघा समेत गुरुदत्त महाराज समर्थ सद्गुरु सच्चिदानंद साईनाथ महाराज गुरुदत्त महाराज समस्त गुरुमंडली की जय हो श्रीपादराजम शरणं प्रपद्ये श्रीपादराजम शरणं प्रपद्ये श्रीपादराजम शरणं प्रपद्ये श्रीपादराजम शरणं प्रपद्ये श्रीपादराजम शरणं प्रपद्ये. We happily, very glad to inform and share that our Jaya Nama Guna Sankeerthana is very much blessed even today to continue the relearning of Autobiography of a Yogi through our Satsanga and Bhakti Kriya Yoga. Without the blessings of Samasta Guru Mandali and Mahavatar Babaji Maharaja, Yogananda Maharaja, it could have been never possible to continue Satsanga through our Jaya Nama Guna Sankeerthana. However, in continuing our Satsanga through Jaya Nama Guna Sankeerthana, we have been blessed to relearn the Autobiography of a Yogi, and we were continuing the first chapter, My Parents and Early Life, wherein which our Yogananda Maharaja blessed to understand or to relearn some important components of Autobiography of a Yogi, which is the book Autobiography of Yogi is even today called as a classic. It's a classic, and it will help us to progress spiritually and also realize self and God. So the satsanga, yesterday's satsanga was, at first I grieved because he was no longer physically living. So Yogda Maharaja was really grieving because he could not see the physical form of Lahiri Mahasaya. As I began to discover his secret omnipresence, I lamented no more. He also is saying that when the omnipresence was being witnessed or understood or discovered, the secret omnipresence of his Guru, ours Guru, Lahi Paramapuja, Lahiri Mahasaya, to ours Jagat Guru Paramahansa Yogananda Maharaja, it's very blissful state. So he lamented no more. He did not lament anymore because he discovered that he is everywhere and he is omnipresent. He had often written to those of his disciples who were over anxious to see him. He also used to record some expressions and send to his devotees that, why come to view my flesh and bones when I am ever within the range of your Kutastha? That means spiritual light. So Yogda Maharaja was telling that our Parma Puja Lahiri Mahashaya used to say that, why you do worry to have a darshan in physical form of your Guru Lahiri Mahashaya? I am ever present within the range of your Kutastha. So that till this extent, our Paramahamsa Yogananda Maharaja blessed us to relearn from Autobiography of a Yogi. Now the satsanga continues. However, yesterday we also had a relearning process to understand what does it mean Kutastha Chaitanya. Hope everyone relearned the Kutastha Chaitanya or any doubts. If you can write, we will once again relearn the real bliss of Kutastha Chaitanya. Real bliss. What does it mean, Kutastha Chaitanya? Okay, good. So any other devotees who would like to say that we wanted one more understanding or one more relearning process on Kutastha Chaitanya? Anyone? Okay, some devotees are telling that there is no need, but okay. Our Yogananda Maharaj is telling, why don't you relearn Kutastha Chaitanya once again? Because some devotees may not put forth their ununderstanding, or they may not put forth the online especially, that we did not understand, hoping that this is a re-blessing of our Paramahamsa Jagadguru Paramahamsa Yogananda Maharaja. Now, what does it mean, Kutastha Chaitanya? So we have yesterday, for our convenience, our Sri Yogananda Maharaja blessed us to break it into Kuta, Stha, and Chaitanya, isn't it? So slowly we'll explore. It is really blessings of Samasta Guru Mandali, Mahavatar Babaji Maharaja, and Paramahamsa Yogananda Maharaja. So first is Kuta, Stha, Chaitanya. We'll break in the beautiful purified word, which is also called across world, across globe, as uh, Jesus Christ consciousness. In simpler terms, even in Holy Bible, we can see that is Christ or Christ consciousness, the Kutastha Chaitanya. Now, what does it mean? So synonymously, people, devotees used to say Kutastha Chaitanya. Even our Yogda Maharaja also, Yukteswar Giri Maharaja also uh, said several times in relearning process or in Autobiography of a Yogi. Now, so what does it mean? Kutastha Chaitanya. So let us understand what is Kuta. First, Chaitanya. What is Chaitanya? Chaitanya is consciousness. Chaitanya means consciousness. So the higher the consciousness, higher the devotion, higher the divinity, higher the consciousness, we will become part of God. Simple, in simple lines. So consciousness, that is called as Chaitanya. Then what does it mean? This is a Sanskrit term called as Kutastha. Kutastha. Kuta. So this is one word, Stha, Sanskrit word, Kutastha. So Kuta means simply, we can say like it's a, in simpler line, it's a vertical, uh, line or a vertical form, like that. But very specifically, Kuta means the bone of the forehead. One should understand. It is the bone of the forehead. Kuta. Now, what does it mean, Stha? Stha is a Sanskrit word. So what does it mean? Of course, we all know that Kuta, the bone of the forehead, which is in between two eyebrows. That spiritually we call it as third eye. That's the reason Yukteswar Giri Maharaj and Lahiri Mahasaya said, Kutastha, spiritual sight. Why? You are worried to see me with flesh and bones. I am ever in the range of your Kutastha. So, once again, Chaitanya means consciousness. Kuta, nothing but called as bone of the forehead, which is in between eyebrows. And now Stha. What does it mean, Stha? Stha means generally, it's a Sanskrit root word. As we have been blessed to relearn, it has a standing image or like that, because the bone of the forehead is a vertical form. So Stha means something like standing or situated between the eyebrows. Kutastha. Now, admixing it, Kutastha Chaitanya. What does it mean? Kutastha Chaitanya. That means the spiritual sight. So, Chaitanya means consciousness. Kutastha means the bone between the forehead. Simple. Which is the Stha means which is standing in between eyebrows. Now, so we have understood what is the terminology in simpler words through our Bhakti Kriya Yoga. Uh, it may be very simple to relearn, but emerge and experience, it requires lot of purification process. It's not that easy. But slowly when we progress spiritually, even in any path of Kriya Yoga, Kriya Hatha Yoga, Kriya Mantra Pranayama Yoga, Kriya Pranayama Yoga, or Kriya Kundalini Shakti Yoga or Kundalini or Bhakti Kriya Yoga. In any of the branches, purification is very, very important. Then only we can visualize that the omnipresence of the Guru or God. Now, so as we have been relearning that it is between the forehead, which is nothing but a standing line, Kutastha, and Chaitanya is consciousness. Now, it has also been understood, or we can relearn that to have this spiritual sight, as we have been relearning, that first initially we should purify ourselves. Generally, what happens is spiritually progressed disciple, especially with the heavy focused effort, abhyasa, sadhana, practice, and deep meditation, where I doesn't exist, then slowly the chakra energy will come here and still, and it will still, it is, we call it as a still state, just still. That means it tries to stimulate the power of third eye, right? So what happens generally when we close our eyes in meditation or in Bhakti Kriya Yoga? First, we will get dark shades. Every one of us know. You all know better than Shivana, isn't it? So when you close your eyes and meditating upon, we'll get dark shades initially. Now, slowly, dark shades will go off. Look at that. This is blessed by our Jagat Guru Sri Ramakrishna Paramsa Maharaja, Yogda Maharaja, and Dattappaji, and Shirdi Sainath. Slowly, dark shades have gone, and a luminous light. If suppose, if you are concentrating, we shouldn't say concentrating because it is a material word, concentration. For only convenience, we are using it as a concentration, but it is beyond that. Purely meditation, love to God, love the God, associate with God, move with the God, feel the divinity within yourself. Then, when you close your eyes, the dark shades have gone. Slowly, some particles will emerge. Look at that. We are not generalizing. Shivarna is telling not his experience, someone's experience. Okay. So slowly dark shades have gone, some lighting particles have come, and if meditation and love upon God has been increasing day by day, progressing, then slowly we can see a lightening uh, lamp. So that's a form, a light. Now this light slowly moves, and we will just move progressively, because now we have first been the bhakta, that means devotee. After that, sadhaka, a practitioner. Look at that. These are not stages. Perhaps for our convenience, Yogda Maharaja is blessing us to relearn. So one is bhakta, then slowly he will become sadhaka. Then after sadhaka, he will or she will try to get into a state of little part of samadhi. What does it mean? So when we are meditating upon God, generally we can see a some pictures, especially some kind of vibgyor colors initially. Vibgyor colors, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Look at that, vibgyor colors. Then slowly the sadhaka will move forward. He's loving God. He's purified. She's purified. Please understand, purification is not that easy. Every day we have to do sadhana, abhyasa, practice. So slowly that will get vibgyor colors and deepa shikha, the lightning lamp, and slowly we'll progress further. What happens when we go further? We'll also get a feel of looking at some stars. It may not be for everyone. Shivana is talking about a common, simple layman. Jaya Nama Guna Sankeerthana is not for learned people, because Jaya Nama Guna Sankeerthana is only for people who are fond of God, who wanted to devote some good amount of time to God, who wanted to relearn, who wanted to move, progress spiritually. It is a kid's play, actually telling, because Shivana also doesn't know anything. It's a kid's pro forma. However, so slowly we can see stars after richer colors. Orange color will emerge. Then the highest order, highest order blue in color. If you break it, Vipjar, then it is very easy to understand. Then the diamond. So that is the reason Lahiri Mahasaya said, Kutastha Chaitanya, the Christ consciousness or Christ consciousness, which is here between the eyebrows, between the forehead, between the eyebrows of the forehead. Now, so for making it much more convenient, because ours is relearning process, Yoga is blessing us. If not, impossible to utter a single word. Even attempt cannot be made without his permission, and especially Mahavatar Babaji Maharaja. Now, what happens is when that third eye, the spiritual sight, Kutastha, spiritual light emerged, you will not find a difference between you and anyone. There is no separation, compassion. You don't have challenges in thinking. You'll not have complaints in life. You'll have no selfishness. You have nothing. You'll feel, wow, what a great creator. What? No words. If someone is explaining about God, that is the foolishness. Shivan also, Jaya Nama Guna Sankeerthana also will never describe God. We have no words to describe God. Any God, any form. Please, one should understand. Because impossible to talk about, of course, it is possible to talk about God, but it is impossible to define God. No words. All 56 letters in Sanskrit or Telugu or native languages, or the alphabetical letters of 26 in English, will be not helping us to describe the God. Level next. Now what happens? So slowly we will not find that we are separated from this. What is that? That you have to find out. That sadhaka should find out. Have understood? It's not that easy. So very in simple, convenient expression, one can say that you love. You love everything. You will love everything. You love to be. The joy will uh, come like a force, anand, right? So much more convenient. For example, there was also a small summary, a small lesson, which was being told by one grandfather to a grandchild, which was being told by Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa Maharaj. Suddenly, one a little boy, his name is Datta Arjuna, not Kartaviri Arjuna, Datta Arjuna. This Arjuna, Datta Arjuna, was playing around. Suddenly, he got a doubt. At that younger age, one night, he got a doubt. He was looking at the universe. Of course, both grandparents and as well as the grandchild, both were sleeping on the upstairs of the building, the bungalow. He is looking at the stars. He started counting because that is childhood game. So he started counting the stars. And then the grandfather name is Shankara. Please understand. The grandchild name is Arjuna, Datta Arjuna, and grandfather name is Shankara. So when they were sleeping or about to sleep, he started looking at the stars, universe. He was very much feeling joyous. And he asked Grandpa, 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 in Indian language, we call it as Tata. In foreign languages, they call it as grandfather. So, whatever for convenience, Grandpa, Grandpa. He asked, he called him twice. Then Grandpa is telling, "Oh, my dear little child, grandchild, why you are disturbing dog? Please tell me." Like that, he asked. No, he asked the Datta Arjuna, the grandchild asked, "Grandpa, I think universe is so vast, so many stars, uncountable. I think it takes more than a lifetime to count those stars. Such a great universe." Then he says, "Yes, it's grand, uncountable stars, and one cannot even describe the length and depth and breadth of the universe. That's the reason Jaya Nama Guna Sankeerthana relearned that telling about the characteristics of God or Guru is beyond the imagination and letters." So then he said, "Yes, grandfather, I mean, like, he smiled and said, 'Yes, my child, Arjuna, universe is so vast, uncountable, unmatchable, incredible. But the whole universe is in the hands of the God.'" And he says, grandfather says, "This universe, Anant, in Sanskrit we call it as Anant, endless. This Anant, this universe is run by God. And within that God is there. God is within that." The grandchild confused. "What is grandfather you are telling? Of course, I don't deny that it is uncountable and universe is such a grandeur, vast. We even it takes a lot of time to count it, lives and lives. So I opine and I agree with you that there is some power which is running all this that is called as God." Then grandfather said, "Yes, I think you have understood, my boy. Now, will you agree that there is a superpower called as God?" Grandchild said, "Yes." Then he raised a second question. "Grandfather, you say that power, universal power, grandeur power is there, God power." "Yes, my child, Arjuna, yes, Datta Arjuna, yes." "Is it the same? Look at that, a rose flower which is budding now. Is it the same, the power of God on the tiny flower? And it is same on you and me also?" He asked. Very intelligent question. You are telling that God power, universal power, and it is run like a flow of energy. Is it so that, don't you think that there is a differentiation of God power on tiny flower which is budding, and at the same time, a 70-year-old man like you and a child like me? Like that, the question is. He phrased in simple line, but understanding is like this. Then grandfather took a turn. He thought to himself, "I think we should explain him very well the omnipresent of God, the consciousness." But these are the terminologies. If I tell the grandchild, he may not understand because he may be studying fifth or seventh or eighth or 10th standard. To that level, it is impossible to tell him. But one, he agreed that there is some superpower, that is God. Then he understood it. Then he says, "Oh, my child, there is no difference between the energy which flows from God to any of the state or any of the being, or even sometimes non-being. Yes. The grandchild's thought, grandfather, I'm not understanding it. Okay, let us go. What is the time now? Oh, it is around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Will you spend some time with me? Yes, grandfather, because anyhow we are in summer vacation. The boy chilled out. Then both have gone to their room. So just they started moving from the upstairs where they on the higher side of the floor, on the top of the floor, they started coming down to their flat, their house. Then immediately, the air was some time back. A diamond was given to the grandfather by his grandmother, or it is as a lineage it has come to them. What did he do? He took out that diamond, which is in blue color. He put it on the table and he switched on the light. Now, as the light emerges on the diamond or light falls on the diamond, immediately the diamond invariably, almost to several dimensions, it has thrown its light. Just imagine a diamond was placed on the table and the diamond is flashing out with light, a series of lights. Now, these lights under the big tube light, the diamond was placed on the table, and when he switched on the light, tube light, for instance, the blue color diamond has started celebrating itself. What happened? It has thrown all the colors, different varieties of lightening colors have, or lightening visions have come out. It was falling, all these lights. For instance, more than it may be a piece of diamond of this range. So it is falling on the table itself, light to some extent. It is falling on the sofa set. It is falling on the wall. It is even falling on a pet. It is falling on his hand and his grandfather's hand also. Grandchild, he played himself. He was very joyous to understand this. What such a small diamond under the beam or under that light, it is shedding light to many places, uncountable. Then grandfather said, "My dear child, what did you understand from this?" Then he says, "Grandfather, I think there is a light, a tube light. That light is falling on the diamond, which is blue in color, and it is shedding light to all the particles, including tiny. Everywhere it is falling. To extent one can visualize. I can see that," he says. So, Grandpa said, "Just imagine that the light which is upside is the God, and the diamond is patron of the God." Look at that. The light is God, diamond is the patron of the God, the blue color. Now all it is falling in the same, exactly with same beauty and uncountable. For instance, light is touching to every particle in that room. Then he said, "Have you understood, my dear child, that the light which is falling on your hand and my hand is same or not?" He says, "Yes." I remove my hand, no light. He has put it, light. "Oh, grandpa, same light falling on your hand as well as on my hand and every object in this room. So even though we look different, we are wearing the same diamond or we are seeing the same diamond lightening colors everywhere, grandfather told. Then grandchild said, yes, grandfather, it is almost same. Now, that is the understanding. He says that exactly. The God, if you think it as a lightning power, it is falling on a blue diamond. It is reflecting on all the particles or objects without any discount, without any abnormal patterns, without any deviations. To the extent that you can see. If suppose you wear a microscope, I mean glasses, and then you see much more colors you can see. Look at that. So he says, this is the way God is omnipresent, my dear child, and his love, or it is falling on at the same pace, without any deviation, without any discretion, without any this, on every particle. Like that, God's presence, or the what do you say, like, the omnipresence of God is the same. If one can meditate deeply, they can get onto that state called as still state, where you can see that the space between you and your eyebrows, you and your eyebrows. So you will feel everyone is same, the same energy falling on every being. That is understanding. The same light is with everyone. But only the difference is that we cannot no, we try to discriminate it. So what does it mean? The diamond, which is a pattern of God, has got a bondage or link with the God, isn't it? So every soul is connected to God. God is connected with every soul. Now, he says that this, when you sit in meditation and you are in still state, slowly you'll understand that you will find no difference. The light which is being published by the small blue color diamond, it is in same format. So light is same, and it is falling on everyone or every object. In the same way, every star, isn't it, is connected to every soul in the universe. Then he says, Arjuna, like, he says, yes, I have understood, Grandpa, it is a blue diamond. Then he says, yes. And remember that everything is connected to everything. Everything is connected to everything. Only the thing is, a man or perhaps woman will discriminate I and you. If there is no discrimination and separation, I, you, everyone is a connected soul to the God. That is a learning. So, what we have to do to get that still state in meditation? Purification process. What happens slowly when we go? We have to remove all the mental disturbances. So, Shivana also made a DNB in mobile phone. Anyone know what is DNB or DND? Anyone? In mobile phone, there is one character called as DND. What is the DND? Anyone? The mode, we call it as the mode. One of the characteristics. Do not disturb. Very good, very good. DND, do not disturb. It is a only screen. We should not get disturbed. So, all material things, all challenges, jealous, ego, all should be thrown out. We should not get disturbed. Then only we can enjoy that still state. Happy. HAPPY, happy. Happy square, Anand. Anand square, bliss. What happens, You you would have, of course, you all would have experienced it. Once if it is touched, you will never leave it. You always wanted that. That is the highest order soul satisfaction. So here, the connection, what with some this little story one can understand that the from astral plane or causal plane, the energy is slowly falling on every one of us. We are not different from anyone, provided we will fight back with eight nooses, Ashtapasha, and purify, and then deep love to God. Meditation is love to God, either in any form, Sakara or Nirakara. That means with object or without object. We will enjoy that, experience it. So simply, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa Maharaja says, you have to increase that consciousness. How it will be increased? Look at our Jagat Guru Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa Maharaja used to say, when someone is cooking, for instance, he was telling in one satsanga to his disciples, just imagine there is a kitchen. In kitchen, Mama is cooking something. That something is nothing but she started preparing potato curry and she is boiling it on a small vessel. So small child, so 6 or 7 years, just imagine. He came and he saw it. They were bobbing out potatoes. He was thinking that, oh, all these are dancing. Potatoes are dancing. Her husband came. He's a sadhaka. He understood. Oh, they're not dancing. They're getting boiled. How? HOW, how? There is a fire deep underneath, beneath of the vessel. There is a stove and fire is hitting it. That's the reason they are boiling. They're not dancing. They are boiling. This fire is cosmic energy. Every one of us will have. Only thing is we need to link it. So a learned man, a sadhaka will understand that there is a fire, the energy within us. If someone wanted to realize that energy is within us, one best way is love God, move with the God, associate with God, deep meditation, Bhakti Kriya Yoga, whatever the sacrificed or sanctified sacred principles or deeds. That what? Kutastha Chaitanya, spiritual light. So we become very real because everything is artificial. It is all illusion. We'll break that and we become one with God. We will not find any difference, only compassion. So, in simple language, we call it as Kutastha Chaitanya. I hope everyone understood. Everyone relearned the Kutastha Chaitanya. Oh, time is running short. Any doubts? Any doubts? So, simply inner reflection of the God. You'll find God within you. That's it. You'll find God within you. If you find it, that's it. No doubts. Very happy, very happy. So, as we've been mentioning, that tomorrow we may not have online satsanga. Our Jaya Nama Guna Sankeerthana is going to physical bhajan. So, day after tomorrow we'll meet because we may not get the instruments like this to that to that to this. So tomorrow we may not have online satsanga, but day after tomorrow we will meet. So let us pray with mantra Bhakti Kriya Yoga and Kriya Mantra Japa, Kriya Mantra Yoga. Yeah, please write everyone. Jaya Paramahansa Yogananda Maharaja. Jaya Paramahansa Yogananda Maharaja. Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha, 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 Shivayam Namah 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 Shivayam Shivaya Gurave Babaji Namaha. Shivaya Gurave Babaji Namaha, 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 Namah Shivayam, 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 Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha, 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 Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha, 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 Namah Shivayam, 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 Shivaya Gurave Babaji Namaha, Shivaya Gurave Babaji Namaha, Shivaya Gurave Babaji Namaha, Shivaya Gurave Babaji Namaha, Shivaya Shivaya Gurave Babaji Namaha. Shivaya Gurave Babaji Namaha. Shivaya Gurave Babaji Namaha. Shivaya Gurave Babaji Namaha. Namah Shivayam, 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 Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha. Hari. One of the disciple was asking Shivana, Anna, brother, how to have the deep concentration or meditation like that. So initially Shivana said, very simple. Talk to God as if he's our family member. God is our family member. Please understand. Do not separate from God. God is yours. God is ours. Guru is ours. So that kind of purification, that he is omnipresent and he is with us. That's it. Everything Amma will bless. Everything Babaji will take care. That love should come. So we should not separate from God. God is our family member. Yes. Jaya Nama Guna Sankeerthana is a pet of Samasta Guru Mandali. All gurus are our family members. Samasta Guru Mandali is our family member. Jaya Nama Guna Sankeerthana family member. Yes. No doubt. No doubt. It is true. It is TRUE. True. Om Aim Hrim Shim Shivarama Anagadhataya Namaha. Om Aim Hrim Shim Shivarama Anagadhataya Namaha. Om Aim Hrim Shim Shivarama Anagamdataya 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 Namaha. Om Aim Hrim Shim Shivarama Anagham Dataya 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 Namaha. Om Aim Hrim Shim Shivarama Anagha Dataya Namaha. Om Aim Hrim Shim Shivarama Anagham 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 Dataya Namaha. Om Aim Hrim Shim Shivarama Anagha Dataya Namaha. Om Aim Hrim Shim Shwarama Anagham 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 Dataya Namaha. Om Aim Hrim Shim Shwarama Anaga Tataya Namaha, Tataya Namaha, Tataya Namaha, Om Maim Hrim Shim Shwarama Anagham 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 Dataya Namaha, Anaghaya Namaha, Anandaya Namaha. Hari. समस्त गुरु मंडली की जय, समस्त गुरु मंडली की जय, समस्त गुरु मंडली की जय, अनघा दत्त महाराज की जय, अनघा दत्त महाराज की जय, तारा माता की जय, तारा माता की जय, तारा माता की जय, अनघा दत्त महाराज की जय, बाबाजी महाराज की जय, महाअवतार बाबाजी महाराज की जय, योगदानंद महाराज की जय, योगदानंद महाराज की जय, जय नाम गुण संकीर्तन की जय, जय नाम गुण संकीर्तन की जय, जय नाम गुण संकीर्तन की जय.